total combined weight of 375 pounds. Strong spirit, Gabriel Skye. The concrete dragon, Tristen. Together, they are above the rest. Their opponents to my right, accompanied by Bobby Jr. From Intercourse, Pennsylvania and Long Island, New York, respectively, at a total combined weight of 600 pounds. He's got it all, the one-armed angel, Bryce Donovan, and the goodness of all time, Bobby Orlando. They are the Shook Crew.
Some microphone difficulties over here. That is much better, Sam Laterna, my goodness.
Oh, yes. I love hearing your beautiful voice through my headset, Troy.
You're so sweet, Sam. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about the matter at hand. The Shook Crew versus Above the Rest. Above the Rest, both Gabe Skye and Tristen Ty, trained by Kono. I myself, Sam, and you yourself, come up in the New York area. Kono, very much a seasoned vet. He's kind of the leader of Above the Rest, and you know, he's put his teachings into the minds of these two young studs. And like they said, they're not here to play games. They're not here to cater to Bobby or Bobby Jr., or Bryce Donovan for that matter. They're out here to take the other lung of Bryce Donovan if need be here tonight.
Oh my, those are fighting words.
But I will say this, you want to talk about taking it seriously. A little meeting of the minds here between Gabe Skye. Bobby Orlando in the absolute best shape of his life, Sam Laterna.
He is, and have you seen that tan? Let's talk about the tan.
The
oh
tan,
my gosh.
Talking about, it's not Hogan 88, but it's damn good.
It is.
Up and over. Bobby Orlando, sick trick to start.
Was that like technically a backflip?
He doesn't. It's a reverse front flip, Sam.
Okay. I want to follow Bobby's terminology. But look at that.
A backflip in layman's terms. Bobby Orlando lands flush. Lands on his feet again. Third time the charm and a drop kick to Gabe Skye right into the cover. Two. Only one, actually.
That's the thing about Bobby Orlando. I think at first glance, a lot of people underestimate him, but his acumen in the ring, both athletically and technique-wise, are like no other.
And that's what they think it's, think about Above the Rest. They think it's fun-loving and they hate it. It's crafty. It throws your opponents off, and it's proving to be very difficult here in the early going for Above the Rest to get out of their own way at this point.
Well, if anything, their disdain for the way that Bryce and Bobby compose themselves should be motivation to want to beat them and stomp a mud hole through them. I know Tristen Ty's face right now conveys that.
I think his face always looks like that, though, from what I've seen, Sam.
It could be.
I've not seen that man smile as he walked into the building. Big back body drop by Bryce Donovan.
And that wasn't just any back body drop. That was a back body drop over a man who's well over 6 feet tall. The impact is felt.
Absolutely. Down to the floor goes Ty. Skye now. Big shot by Bryce Donovan. I've talked about it with MSP, who we're going to see a little bit later on against Dango and Harry Smith. The MSP do their best work when they're vibing. Catching the foot there's Ty. Over goes Gabriel Skye. Hits the sky and hits the deck. Tag into Bobby Orlando. Bobby Orlando hits the ropes. Up and over. Another sick flip, as he would call it.
Well, to that point, I would say that Shook Crew does their best work when they're, shook.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
MSP calls it a vibe. I suppose the Shook Crew calls it being shook. I can't keep up with it. Bobby now, are you kidding me? More high-flying offense, cover two. Only two from referee Eric Greenleaf. Look at the look on Gabriel Skye's face. They did not anticipate it to look like this in the early going like this, Sam.
They most certainly underestimated Shook Crew, and that's going to be to their detriment. But Gabe Skye up to his feet, attempting to get Bobby off the top rope. Tristen also coming in for it, but Bobby's still hanging on it.
Gabriel Skye taking to the top once again. Bobby Orlando pushes him off. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Could have waited a second. Whether he's hurt or not, Ty making his presence felt with a kick.
Oh, that is some funky business right there, Troy.
No surprises there. Ty, a practitioner in Shaolin Kempo. Those side strikes, those punches to the ribs of Bobby Orlando.
They're trying to take Bobby out. They want to knock out his breathing, evidently.
That improved cardio of Bobby Orlando going to make all the difference. Perhaps smart of Above the Rest.
Ooh.
Go right after that rib cage, the stomach of Bobby Orlando. We always say it, Bryce Donovan working with one functioning lung.
Well, we don't need both members of the team working with one functioning
I
lung.
suppose so.
Jeez.
Tristen Ty, big scoop and a slam, tag back into Gabriel Skye.
Well, this is how both men stay fresh, tagging in and out, keeping their opponent on their side of the mat. Goes for the cover. Only the 2 count, Troy.
An assisted 450 with Ty launching Gabriel Skye, who now finally finds himself here in the driver's seat. Brings him back to the corner here. And Above the Rest need to pick the bones. Do not let them get the fresh man in the form of Bryce Donovan. Ty now, oh, big kick.
And Ty looking a bit like a sniper today. The manner in which he's vying for Bobby Orlando, that backbreaker there, Troy.
Drop kick into the German suplex with a release. Right into the cover, no wasted motion to it. Only 2, Bobby Orlando able to kick out. Like I said, Tristen Ty, the same look on his face, that same mug all day here in the building, from what I saw.
Well, you know, it would appear that they have a chip on their shoulder. These are 2 men that have been vying on the tag team scene for years, and maybe they feel they've been overlooked. Oh, but Bobby saw him and was able to execute that beautiful stunner.
AKA the sick trick.
The sick trick.
He has a lot of sick tricks up his sleeve. The sickest might be getting the tag to Bryce Donovan, his partner in the Shit Crew, looking for that tag. Ty now also in desperate need of a tag to Gabriel Skye. Orlando reaching, fingertips away, the tag to Gabriel Skye, and the tag to Bryce Donovan, big clothesline. Ty up, eats a clothesline for his own liking there. Donovan coming off the ropes. Passes by, big clotheslines. Crowd letting Donovan hear it.
And now he has his eye on both men. Oh.
Gets him in the fireman's carry position, does Bryce Donovan. See, got him goozled. Get out of town.
Whoa.
Gets him with a choke slam. DVD onto his own partner.
That is some
Nicely
calculated movement, Troy.
You can see that scar on the back of Bryce Donovan where they entered, where they performed surgery on his collapsed lung. Beautiful black hole slam into the cover. 2, only 2.
Bryce, for 1 second, never let that lung injury deter him. He's back in the ring in an unprecedented fashion, and since then, him and Bobby have been on an absolute roll in the Northeast.
Absolutely, and Tucky's going to have to stay on a roll here. Bobby Orlando still out on the outside trying to stir. Catches him, shot to the jaw from Gabriel Skye. Does not quite get all of it, but the kick lands. What could this be?
Oh.
Got him. Straight jacket suplex. Shoots him off, does Donovan. Kick misses. Donovan gets him up. Flapjack. Solo flapjack from Bryce Donovan.
Pure strength on the part of Donovan.
Look on Skye's face. Surprise. The tag into Bobby Orlando back in. What could this be?
Oh, I think they were going to go for...
The tag made.
Oh.
Tristen Ty in now. Skye gets kicked. Right into the boot of Bobby Orlando. Miscalculation.
Oh, he's
This
dazed.
is not what Above the Rest needed. Sky high. Orlando now. Picture perfect elbow drop into the cover. 2. Only 2. And what are they going to have to do here? Above the Rest looking worse for the wear. I stand corrected. Big kick lands. Gabriel Skye taken out by Bobby now.
Above the Rest going to have to prove themselves here.
A chin checker of a kick, very quick from Tristen Ty.
Whoa!
Catches him, turn of the tide. Cover, 2. That turn of the tide, that full Nelson into the neck breaker from Tristen Ty.
What an upset that would have been if he would have pinned Bobby Orlando just now.
Now he's got to think about it. Do not waste any time. Do not give Bobby or Donovan time to recover. Tag into Skye now.
And they've got something up their sleeve here.
4 years as a team. brought them here, looking to stay here in Limitless, looking to stay in New England. Bobby Orlando with an answer. Punches and bunches. Tristen tie-in, monkey flip. Oh, it knocked Sam's microphone out that knee. 2, 3, only 2, Bryce Donovan. Bobby Orlando was not going to be able to kick out of that.
I was like, whoa.
Sam, did that knee startled you?
I wasn't sure if Bobby was going to be laid out permanently.
I don't think he was kicking out. Bryce Donovan able to make the save. Tandem offense.
Whoa!
Kick lands again there and hits Donovan. Gabriel Skye and Tristen tie. I would turn my attention to Bobby Orlando. Taken out at the knees there. Catches him with a big kick to the chest. Drops down.
And these two are so lethal when they're working together with these kick combos and matching their acrobatic feats to each other.
But look at him. They got to stay on him. Looks like they don't know what to do with Bobby Orlando, and I assure you, you need to stay on him.
I think they're too self-satisfied right now. They can't get too confident. They have to keep Bobby Orlando on the ground and stay on him.
That knee pad taken down by Gabriel Skye.
Oh, little misdirection there.
Hits his own partner. Tristen tie. If that was Bobby, he surely would have been out because it looks like Ty is out right now. Donovan catches him with a kick. The Bish stabber. Tag into Donovan. Gets him up. What's he get him up for? Catches him. Cover. 2, 3. Shook Crew is victorious. Bobby Orlando and Bryce Donovan, impressive. I don't want to take away anything from above the rest, but I think they might have taken a little bit too much time at the end there, Sam.
They did. I think they got a little bit cocky. They thought they had Bobby down for the count, and they didn't.